All right, we want to take a look at the suspect now who authorities arrested in connection with the deadly shootings. He's 21-year-old Robert Aaron Long of Woodstock. An extensive manhunt coming to an end in Crisp County more than 9 hours ago. That's about 150 miles south of Atlanta. Police say they used a pit maneuver to stop his vehicle as he drove down I-75. People all over the state and the nation have been reacting to this tragedy, many emotional and supportive for the victims and the Asian community. Liza Lucas is tracking it all for us as new reaction pours into the 11 Alive newsroom. Liza?
Yes, Sheba, that hashtag Stop Asian Hate is circulating widely across social media this morning amidst the calls for prayers and support, also calls for action. And some of our local leaders, including Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, have been sharing his prayers for the family. We heard also a tweet coming down from Senator Raphael Warnock overnight, who said his heart is broken after these tragic events. And AG Chris Carr calling for justice in these cases. This is something we've been following throughout the course of the night, and we want to bring you to the attention of one of those tweets that came in. Jeremy Lin, former Hawks player, you can see his tweet right there. He says, "To my Asian American family, please take time to grieve, but know you're loved, seen, and important. We have to keep standing up, speaking out, rallying together," he says, "and fighting for change. We cannot lose hope." And you can see that hashtag again being used right there. Also a statement from Asian Americans Advancing Justice right here in Atlanta, really bringing this into focus. They say they're shaken by the violence in our city here in Atlanta. They say they're gathering info about what happened and the needs of those impacted. And now is the time to hold the victims and their families in our hearts and with light. Now, just 2 days ago, this was prior to the shooting, we have a video here also circulating online and being retweeted by many. I've retweeted it on my feed as well. This is State Senator Michelle Au, Dr. Michelle Au of the 48th District, speaking out against violence and racism in the Asian American community right there on the Georgia Senate floor just 2 days ago. And now here we are here in Atlanta.
Absolutely devastating, Liza. Thank you. And new this morning, law enforcement across the country making swift changes in response to the deadly shootings here in Metro Atlanta. We just learned minutes ago, Seattle Police Department is now joining New York City in increasing patrols in Asian American communities. An NYPD spokesperson says they are deploying counterterrorism officers to Asian communities throughout the city out of an abundance of caution. The units are trained to respond to active shooter incidents and stop any potential attacks. A recent report showing that New York City saw the highest jump of Asian American hate crime, rising from 3 to 28 last year. President Joe Biden denouncing attacks against Asian communities less than a week ago, saying it's wrong, it's un-American, and it must stop. Sheba?
You know, and right after the shootings in Midtown Atlanta, Francesca, Atlanta police had said that they would be increasing patrols in those particular communities as well. So, you know, we'll definitely keep track of that and see if that will be continuing today and in the days to come. All right, there are a lot of moving parts to this shooting rampage. Here's what we know so far. 8 people shot and killed less than 24 hours ago. 6 of the victims are Asian. It happened at 3 separate massage parlors, 2 of them in Atlanta, another in Cherokee County. Again, 6 of the victims are Asian women. 1 man survived. And we're staying on top of this breaking news for you. Details developing by the minute. You can visit 11alive.com for the very latest.